Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and hope you are doing good and keeping safe. So today we are going to talk about something more specific, which is the different routes that are available for doing a PhD in management. I think I talked briefly about it in my previous video, but today I'm going to talk more specific. Uh, like I said, that there are two ways through which you can do your PhD. One is on a part-time basis and second is on a full-time basis. So if you ask me, are there differences? Yes, there are definitely differences, and the differences could be in terms of the eligibility criteria. The differences could be in terms of the entrance examination. Differences could also be in terms of, the coursework requirement, how many credits that you need to complete as a PhD student. There could be differences in terms of the studentship or the fellowship that is offered, the research support that you get from different universities and institutions, the number of conferences and research publications that you have to make, and the number of years within which you have to complete your PhD. So all of these tend to differ between whether you want to do it on a part-time or on a full-time basis. I believe that part-time offers a little bit more flexibility in terms of all of these criteria compared to a full-time PhD. But I think that different people also have different, they come from different academic profiles, they have different socioeconomic background, and it's always not easy for someone to leave their job and go for a full-time PhD, even if they have a love for research. So I think having a part-time sort of balances those different interests that people have, and it's a good thing that we have a PhD, a part-time PhD in management. So the first thing that you need to check for yourself is that if you're going for a part-time PhD, there are two important things that you need to check. One is that you should definitely visit the UGC website, where they have a list of universities which are recognized under UGC. So you have to first check the eligibility criteria, the recognition of the university under the UGC. And the second is whether the particular course, which is the part-time PhD in management, whether that is recognized as well. So these are the two important things that you should first check before you apply for part-time in any management institutions or universities. So you need to check that whether the university is recognized and whether the part-time course is also recognized by UGC. Once you're done with that, the next is the eligibility criteria, which is also specifically mentioned in the UGC guidelines, that what are the eligibility criteria for doing a PhD in management. So you need to go and check the UGC website, and I will put a link in my description which will help you navigate. Apart from the eligibility criteria, different universities and institutions also have their own specific entrance test. So you need to also check with those institutions that you wish to apply that, or what kind of process they have for enrolling students for PhD in management. Usually the first shortlisting criteria is through these national eligibility tests, but they could have something which is more to do specifically with their institutions and disciplines. So that is something you need to check. Another important thing for PhD on a part-time basis is that you usually have to give a no objection certificate from your employer that you want to do research and also continue your employment with your employer. So that no objection certificate is very much required. So you need to should be able to talk with your employer in advance so that they give you that NOC. This is specifically the case with part-time PhD in IIT Bombay, and I'm sure it should be the case with any other part-time PhD in management as well, any other institutions that offer. I think IIM Indore also offers a part-time PhD in management, so do check their website. Once you're done with all of these qualifying criteria. The next would generally be your interview. For that, I think they would generally ask for your research proposal. So how to frame a good research proposal? What are the different contents of a research proposal? Sometimes they also ask for a statement of purpose. So what is the difference between the two? Sometimes they even ask for a motivation letter. So what are the differences between a statement of purpose and a motivation letter? All of these I would post in my subsequent videos, and probably that would be helpful. So this is as far as part-time PhD is concerned. For full-time PhD, like I said, that it would be a dedication of at least 4 years. For IIMs and IITs, they have their own entrance examination. So they would accept NET, JRF, they accept CAT scores, they accept GMAT and GRE now. ISB accepts GMAT, IIT accepts NET. So these are the different entrance examination for the initial selection. But once you get a call for interview, different disciplines would have their own level of entrance examination further, and then the subsequent interview rounds. For IIM, you're not asked for a research proposal, but you generally asked for a statement of purpose. And like I said, that I would post a separate video on it. But they do, also look into the candidate's profile very carefully in terms of their experience, in terms of their CV, and in terms of what specific to research is this candidate really interested in. So all of these generally matter when they select candidates. So more about specific to IIMs in my later videos. But today I just wanted to tell you the basic difference. Also for full-time PhD, you generally have a dedicated coursework of minimum of 1 year. In IIMs, you have a coursework of 2 full years. So mind it, 2 full years of coursework where we are made to finish 36 credit worth of courses, which is fairly exhaustive, and it gives you a lot of exposure as a research student. And then we have a comprehensive examination, which gauges how you have developed as a researcher, as taking all of these courses. Then you have, you're given some time to finish your research proposal. You give your research proposal presentation, and then finally your thesis. So the research proposal part, I think it's similar for part-time institutions as well, where initially you also have a smaller duration of coursework, which might be ranging from 3 months to 6 months. And then followed by some gap in between, and then you have to give your research proposal, and then finally defend your thesis. So these are the structural differences between doing a part-time and a full-time PhD. And like I said, that it depends upon an individual which route one wants to choose, and it really doesn't matter that whether you're doing it on a part-time or on a full-time basis. If you're really motivated in doing research, you can do a wonderful job from both the routes. So I think I'll end my video here, and please do comment and put questions if you have any. If you want me to address something specific, I would be very happy to take those questions. I'll be happy to post more videos on it. Do let me know if you want anything specific. And till my next video, thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.